Good afternoon. This is Brett and Cindy with 10 Living, with the Proverbs Study, chapters 15 and 16. Well, the first verse kind of smacked us both pretty good. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. It's just been kind of one of those weeks this week, so that kind of spoke to us pretty easy. I think it kind of comes back to the not speaking everything that comes to your mind when you don't need to. Watching what you say, because you could hurt somebody's feelings if you speak in anger.
Verse 5 was draw attention. A fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. A fool despiseth his father's instruction.
Yeah.
I know he's talking about Heavenly Father, but it kind of fits.
Earthly ones too.
Yeah.
We like to do things our own way. Be in control of our own selves. A merry heart maketh cheerful countenance, but a sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. But by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. Verse 13.
I got that one too.
It's the merry heart, being happy.
You always hear that first half. They hardly ever speak that second half when they quote that scripture.
Well, you see, there's another verse that says, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. I'm not sure if it's in Proverbs or Psalms, but and it's talking about we have to think on happy thoughts. Because if we concentrate more on the negative and the sorrow, then we stay brokenhearted.
You'll have a frowny face.
Oh, we'll get a bad frowny face. Because it is, and it is hard to stay positive. When you've got stuff going on in your life, I mean, we all have things that happen. I know the last couple of weeks, my brain don't really just want to fire off the way it's supposed to. And that gets very frustrating. But at the same time, if I just dwell on it, then it makes it worse. It makes it more irritating, and as you tell me all the time, relax and it'll go away. And it does eventually quit, but it can break the spirit really bad.
24 was a good one. 15:24. The way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from the hell beneath.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of good meaning in that.
Oh, yeah. And we do. We say there's a lot of hell going on nowadays, but we don't have a clue what hell really is like. Because the torture and torment of hell is nothing in this life is compared to it. But I kind of think it's talking about if you're wise, you'll look to the Lord. Because if not,
You can take it several ways.
Oh, yeah.
He gives direction too. When people talk about looking up or looking down.
Our hope comes from above. And if you look down, I mean, if you think about it, when you're looking up, everything's up. Your shoulders are up, your head's up, your hands, your whole spirit.
The first thing our plants do when they come up.
They reach for the sky. They reach
Likely.
for God. But now, when you're down, you're stumped over, you're looking at your feet, everything just goes down. But now 16 got one for me. Verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
I've heard that
so many times. But it's true. Sometimes pride keeps us from saying, I'm sorry. And destroy. Those two words could save or destroy a relationship.
It'll push you into destruction.
Oh, yeah. And the verse 25 I really like. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. We think with our own thoughts, then we look our own directions. Our way is not God's way. And God's way is the perfect way. So when you're looking to do things, God's way is the only way to get through this life.
Mark 29, 16, 29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good.
Oh yeah, that's true. Very true. If we don't watch it, what we say and do has a negative effect on others. We're experiencing that right now.
And it could mean he actually wants to. He entices. He does it on purpose to stir somebody up.
Yeah.
And causes him to do something he shouldn't do.
It's like whacking a hornet's nest with a stick. The hornet's going to fly around without you hitting it. But if you really want stung, you whack that sucker, you're going to get stung.
Mark 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Slow to anger. I'd like to say I've been that way this week, but a few times my anger's gotten the better of me.
Yeah.
I go by the week because I try to start fresh every week. Should start fresh every day. Lord, forgive me of the things I did wrong today, and start fresh tomorrow. But it is. Anger, I think, is one of our greatest weaknesses.
Yep.
It's one of the hardest things to control. And it's the one thing that causes us to do the stupidest stuff.
That brings the tongue into things usually.
Yep.
Most people pop off when they get mad.
Yeah. I have a tendency to.
They all do.
When I get mad, it's very easy for me to get mouthy.
That's what happens with most people. They get mouthy.
And when we get mouthy, we stick our foot in our mouth sometimes. Or we cause things that we don't really need to have done.
You make somebody mad enough they won't stick their foot in your mouth.
Yeah, or other places. And then, I think that's just it comes back to that mind thing that we were talking about the other day. Whoever controls the mind controls the whole world.
Yeah.
Because if we let God control our mind, then our lives are so much better. But if we try to control our minds,
we'll mess it up every time.
We mess it up every time. But what did you think about 15 and 16? Leave us a comment. Let us know. And as always, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. God bless and good night.
Good night.